Good.
This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2015 Wildwood 27RKSS. We're still in the process of prepping it for you, so I'll just work around the people. So, come back here.
Did you open up the fresh water drain?
No.
Someone did.
Not me. So this is your water heater. There's a switch for the heating element, electric heating element right here, if you see it in the lower left hand corner up there. There's also a switch for the gas inside. So I'll show you that when we get inside. You have a power awning with LED strip. You have, this is your fresh tank fill. So normally you'd use the city water hookup, but if you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill your tank right here and then use the onboard pump to pump the water when you get where you're camping at. So I'll show you where the switch for that is also when we get inside, but the main thing is if you have city water, you don't have to worry about the tank or the pump, just if you don't. Okay, you have power stabilizers, one switch for each side, power tongue jack, tanks, city water hookup right here. There's your dump valves right there, your power cord, and that's your refrigerator service panel, and that's the vent to your range hood. Okay, so let's go inside. Okay, so here we are. Wipe some of the water off here. So when you first come in the door, you see your control panel right here. This is for your slide room. This switch here, this one here is for your power awning. Never leave the power awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. To turn your water pump on, you do it right here. Now that water pump, like I told you, was used to pump water out of the fresh water tank. It's also used to winterize the trailer. To light your water heater on gas, which is the most common way, you're just going to do that. You've got lights here, and then of course your levels for your different tanks are all here. This is your thermostat here. You just keep hitting the mode button until it goes through the different modes. When it comes to the fan, when you're going to run furnace, always put the fan on auto first, or else the fan will run in your air conditioner along with the furnace. So you don't want that. So put the fan on auto and then turn your furnace on. Okay? Alrighty. So you have seating, of course. Your microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood. Remember I showed you the vent on the outside? You have your range top in your oven. It's very simple. You just spark it by turning this clockwise to light it. For the oven, you're going to go to the pilot light and depress it. The pilot light's down here at the bottom. This oven looks like it's never been used. We see that all the time. People generally, a lot of people don't use them, but you can light that also. This is your refrigerator. It's a gas absorption refrigerator. So let's see here. The most common way to run it would be on auto, just like that. Auto means auto electric, so when you choose auto, it'll automatically seek out electricity. If it can't find it, it'll automatically light on gas. Or another way of looking at it is if you go out exploring for the day, leave early in the morning, it's a super hot day, and you have a power outage at the campground, well, it'll sense that and it'll automatically light on gas for you so you don't spoil your food. So auto is the way to keep it, generally speaking. Now, this thing is called a thermistor. I'll set it up for you, but it goes into this clip here, if you can see it. The higher you go with it, like it shows on the sticker, the cooler it is in the refrigerator. So you want to set it up as high as it goes, generally. It should be in that clip. It can fall right out. You can take the clip right off. I'm just going to put it in there properly for you, okay? But the higher you go, the thermistor goes, the cooler the refrigerator. Okay, so your table, you got a bench seat plus 2 chairs. This is, let's see what we got here, a jackknife sofa, it looks like, yes. Your TV here, your sound is here, AM, FM radio, all the usual stuff. Inside and outside speakers, so it does pretty much everything you need it to do. Down here is your power converter. Now this converts AC to DC power. So on this side, when you're plugged into shore power, on this side you have regular 120 AC, okay? They're all labeled. These are circuit breakers like you see at home. They're all labeled. Then the power is converted from 120 AC to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got 12 volt fuses here, right? And they're all labeled. So that's where the 12 volt comes from. It's also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy. As long as you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your battery up on the tongue needs and and it'll send in milliamps necessary to keep your battery charged also. Of course, when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle charges your battery, so when you're plugged into shore power, this charges it, and when you're towing, your alternator charges it. Okay? Alrighty, so let's see what else we have here. Most of it's self-evident, but we'll just go over the... Now it's important to note that when you're traveling, you want this latch shut with this rubber strap. If you don't, it'll clang together and eventually it'll break. So you always want to latch it together when you're traveling. You have a vent here, the toilet. You have to have a dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water in it when you use it. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, you come in here, you put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you're going to stand on the pedal, hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water in there. You can put more if you want, but don't use less than a gallon. If you don't do that, it'll get clogged up, the smell will be terrible, it'll just be a real mess. So make sure you always use chemical and water in it. Okay, emergency window is right here. So, you just pull out, once you open it, you pull out the tab and pull the screen out and you're all set, you can escape. Same thing on the other side. Okay. TV up here, obviously. There's a remote there. You have a little storage under the bed. These cushions, apparently it used to have another dinette bench in it, and they took it out and put 2 chairs in. So you got a bench, seat, and then 2 chairs. So these must be the leftover cushions for it. Okay? Alrighty. So that about covers it. We'll look around a little bit here. I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember, don't run the water heater without water in it. Right now it's in camping mode, so it's all set till you winterize it in the late fall, okay? Thank you.